Okay, the cooktop is not level. It's not fit. It does not fit in the cabinet. Some of the burners don't work, the ones that don't have these little gold caps over the burners. It's kind of silly here. This is the gas shutoff valve. It's up inside of there. Let's see if I get a flashlight on that. Sure I can. Got a screw coming up out of the cabinet floor right there. How about that? There's the gas shutoff valve. Looks like I wonder how they cut that cabinetry. That's some carpentry skills there, huh? Check the gas. Look at that. And the kitchen cabinet right there. That's some skills. Who could do that? Who could do that and feel good about it? I don't know. Let's get some blue tape on this screw though. Somebody's going to give me a tetanus shot here. I'm trying to come back and get a still picture of it. So I don't forget. There we go. Oh, that was like, I'm complaining about the carpenters. You should see my tape job. Look at that. That screw. It's gonna punch somebody. Our broiler's working. That's what I wanted to turn that on for. I was stalling for some time here. Cancel. And then inside of here we have our magic lights. I got that because I was the smartest kid in the room. That was my little present for knowing a pop quiz. But I use this wet rag too, you know. So we can just go in here. Cook time. 13 seconds because today is Friday the 13th. And it just spins around. It's supposed to flash on and off. Alright, it's not supposed to go on steadily. And it's supposed to come on. And it's flashing right there. You might as well hang it up now. There's no reason to watch any more of my videos. You don't even need to read the report. That right there, everything else is anticlimactic. This is how I know it works though. Hot, hot, hot. That's how I know it works. Okay, there's our magic lights. Let's not forget those. This is our microwave. This is our oven. Broiler works. Some of these works. Vent fan works. Now the interesting thing about this vent fan is the way this pipe goes through the wall right there. Alright? What we're missing is a fire blocking plate. They didn't install a fire blocking plate there. Fan sucks. Lights come on. I did. Dishwasher comes on. I was kind of curious. There was people in the kitchen earlier. This right here, okay, it's called a foul line. Hillbilly home inspection. That's how we, F-O-U-L, foul line. That's where all the cooties and the germs and the viruses hide. Right up underneath there. It's supposed to cascade straight down. Like this is cascading down. It's supposed to cascade straight down. Now, I've yet to have a client call me out and say, hey bud, thanks for that foul line. Thanks for catching that. Good show, Joe. Nobody's told me that. Alright, maybe they have. They just, like, you know, they never called me and told me about it. So, and the builder, your realtor, everybody's going to say, put a little bleach under there. Okay, I hear that all the time. How many of those do you think I found? Most of them. Most of them. Hundreds of them a year. I don't like discounting my work. Now, right here we have what I can see. I cannot see. I wanted to see. I was looking to see. But you know what I don't see? I don't see pattern drain fittings. So this pipe would come out and you'd put an air admittance valve in here or something. But I do not see pattern drain fittings. How about that? Let me get this in here. Okay, recording, folder, D. I can't find any pattern drain fittings. So there's that. Okay, now over here, the dishwasher drain line, it comes up to the bottom of the sink. And then it comes down right like that, okay? And that is called an anti-siphon loop. And so that's all you need. They do make devices, but that's all you need. What else is going on here with the dishwasher? Oh, with the kitchen sink. See that board right there? That's what's holding your sink up. Okay? Those boards right there, those little drywall screws, that's what's holding it up. Now the manufacturer thinks that clips should have been installed and drilled on the bottom of this cabinet. That's what the manufacturer thinks. But oh no, Doug and Philip got in here. Just throw some screws in there, Philip. Doug, you're the fastest guy in the shop. I know. I'm getting a raise next week. That's the way they do it. That's the way we do it out here. This same guys that did that probably did this cabinet work over here. Probably so. It's called in a good and workmanlike manner. Pride and workmanship. Okay. Code says that the switch for the food waste disposal should be within sight when you're operating it. So if you like drop your wedding ring down there, you don't accidentally bump this switch and it comes on. That's what code says. What supersedes code? The manufacturer's installation instructions. And what Badger says is that if it's a 1/3 horsepower, if it's a 1/4 horsepower, 5/8, 3/4 horsepower, you can put the switch underneath the kitchen sink. If it was 1 horsepower or more, if you're going to update to a 1 horsepower, you can no longer have this switch under here. So according to the manufacturer, this switch is acceptable. However, the manufacturer says this should not be a rocker switch. Alright? It should be one of those clunky old toggle switches with a handle on it that says off and on. Manufacturer says do not use a rocker switch. So you got the wrong kind of switch in there. You know, you could get a marker in here, right off and on, I guess. Do something that's nicer than one of those old switches. I don't know. All I know is it's wrong. Again, I do not like to discount my work. You know, all I know is that's a foul line. All I know is we got sticks holding this up. That's all I know. I'd be a little more concerned. But you know what? What's important to my clients? What's important? I'm not going to dissuade my client from seeing perfection. But I'd be a little more concerned about what kind of drain. You've got a picture of this thing when it's being framed out, because I do not see pattern fittings for the drain. Why am I so concerned about pattern fittings for the drain? It's because we don't have a vent that goes up through the ceiling to equalize the pressure, so everything goes down the hole, goes down the drain. Nothing equalizes the pressure. So sometimes we put an air admittance valve, which we do not have, and sometimes we use pattern fittings, which I prefer. But pattern fittings make a little loop in the wall, and you got a little 2 cleanouts, and it makes, you know, I don't see that. I don't see that. It might be there, but I don't see that. Okay, we have got a whole video for the fireplace. The fireplace has got its own special video, so we won't deal with that. But we will come over here into the laundry. Hot's on the left, cold's on the right. Boring. They got a warning notice here because this is GFCI protected, so you want to make sure that your clothes dryer is hooked up right, okay? It's 4-prong electric. Hot's on the left, cold's on the right. There's your vent right there.